Okay, welcome to the second part of my Dark Souls playthrough. I was going to say I am Kaiser, but I suppose that ship has sailed. You all know since you're on my channel. Hooray. Okay, so today hopefully we're going to go do the first part of the Undead Burg, but I think right now I'm just going to go grab those souls I lost to the dragon. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Okay. And this has actually killed me before. I haven't realized that when I'm either up here or at the bottom, I haven't realized that the lift isn't there and I've just kind of rolled into nothing and died. But this time I was vigilant, I was on guard, and I didn't do it. So there we go, we take the elevator. I guess going back to one of my Battlefield videos where I was talking a bit about sort of maybe upgrading to Haswell E when that comes out, I think I definitely am going to wait, because I had a look at some of the early kind of roadmaps and sort of speculations, and there definitely is going to be no 4-core variant for Haswell E, so the minimum, which I'm guessing is going to be called the 5820K, is going to be a 6-core, which is really awesome, or at least I think so. We're not sure whether the 5930K is going to be an 8-core or a 6-core, or a 6-core, but it looks very certain that the Extreme Edition top of the range is going to be an 8-core for Haswell E. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, the dragon just vomits at you once you've woken him up, so it's much easier to either get past him if you're going for the red tier stone ring, or to get your souls if you drop them there. And I think at this point I definitely decided that I wasn't doing a soul level 1 playthrough. Otherwise I guess those souls would have been kind of useless to us. I think here I was trying to see if I could get the bandit set, because, you know, the pants are really awesome, and the hoodie as well. But I see there's this... what are those things called? Wyverns, I think, in this game. They're not quite dragons. But yeah, yeah, he's in the way, because there's some caves off to the side where there's the bandit stuff, and I think a soul, and yeah. I'm not going to mess with him at soul level 1, so we'll just walk back to the bonfire, and probably go ahead with the Burg. A bit of leveling up. We want to use S-Stock, so I think I'm going to raise my dexterity here. Yep, raise that to 12. Awesome. And also going back to that Haswell E thing, it looks like it's going to be out probably Q3 2014. So, as hard as it is, I think I'm going to wait. And I reckon I'll just keep an eye on eBay, try to get a 3770K at a nice price, preferably, you know, below 300. Now, my fighting's pretty sloppy around the Burg, just because, you know, the enemies are really weak. You can afford to take the hits, even though, you know, it looks like I'm definitely playing like a noob, and I suppose I am, you know, it's kind of like you can take the hits, just have fun with the weapons, don't take it too seriously, or at least, you know, that's sort of my philosophy to the Burg. It's just a big, happy place where we can all have fun. So, yeah, you'll probably see me taking a lot of stupid hits and playing fairly recklessly. I'm not going to go for that Ring of Sacrifice down there, I just can't be bothered, and we don't need it. At least the way I play, the only time I ever need a Ring of Sacrifice is for when you fight Seek the Scaleless for the first time and you have to die. Burn rat. Yeah, I guess it's kind of good. Even then, that's like a rare Ring of Sacrifice, and the only reason we use it is because we're going to get cursed. Oh, there's a good chance, actually, of getting cursed when you fight Seath. But, I don't know. Oh, texture's loading there. But yeah, I just don't use them otherwise. And I think we can pick up another one from Sen's Fortress. Past Ricard. That might be the rare ring, though. Oh, well, either way, we don't really need that one down the bottom. Just killing these hollows. Get that R2 stab with S-Stock. I just love the sound it makes as well. Like, they did a great job with the audio in this game. It just sounds so satisfying to, you know, like, schnick, stab it through them. And around this little bit of the Burg, there's actually a lot of ambushes, so you don't even have to be careful, really. I mean, these guys are so weak. The only time you'll really die is if they gang up on you and stun lock you, so meh. Maybe at oh no, not even in New Game Plus would it be really difficult, because you'd have all your awesome gear. See, yeah, I'm just being lazy. I'm just two-handing a stock, having some fun. But definitely, once we get past the Burg and into harder areas, I'll definitely start playing a lot better. See, yeah, we're just being lazy, we don't care. Got plenty of Estus. Drink that down. No worries. The ladder. Would it be nice if I'd looked out on the left, actually? I don't think I've ever sort of observed the town that's sort of grown up around the Burg. You know, all the houses down there. Oh well, for another playthrough maybe. I'll observe it. Through the fog. We're probably going to get invaded as well, since we're kind of a low soul level, and there's a lot of people, at least on in the sort of Asia Pacific region, who like to kind of troll the Undead Burg. I'm not sure if they hack and get really good equipment when they're a low level, or they genuinely sort of complete a large portion of the game at a very low soul level, get all the good weapons and armor, and then sort of just come back to the Burg for PvP. But I think, not in this video, but later, we definitely do get invaded. He goes all crazy on us. Crossbow guy fills us with arrows. Yep. Get our wooden shield, not that we need it. Burn. Yeah. Fireball, even with a oh god, I can't even say it, unascended pyromancy flame, or unupgraded I should say, is enough to one-shot pretty much anything here. I think we're gonna go to human form here. And yes, to kindle the bonfire, that's why. Get our 10 Estus. Since we'll be making a lot of use of this bonfire, at least in the early part of the game. And being in human form is nice. We look pretty full. What are we leveling up here? Endurance? Nope. Intelligence? Oh, that's right, I think at some point I do raise my intelligence to 12, so that we can use some, you know, spells. Mainly for magic weapon and great magic weapon. Yeah, I'm just going for a bit more attunement here. Maybe eventually I'll make this a bit of a spell sword build, like basically maybe with Velka's rapier. Or maybe enchant something. Maybe. Don't know yet. Still not quite sure what our main weapon is going to be. I'm kind of... Now that I really think about it, I'm kind of hesitant to use just Quelaag's Fury Sword because so many people use it. Because it's just kind of a really good weapon. It's fast, scales with humanity, fire damage. A lot of the enemies in this game are actually weak to fire. See, we can't quite spam out that holo. But we can get the parry on him. Nice. Merchant ahead. Yes, indeed, there is a merchant ahead. One thing I kind of find funny about this game is that I'm sure many of you have played this game offline, and just it seems very lonely. I don't know, there's no messages on the floor, you don't have to worry about getting invaded. I just found it quite lonely. So I like to play online, even though we do get invaded and ass raped occasionally. Pop all my souls here so we can buy the residence key and the bottomless box. We're not going to go for the short bow and get the Drake sword. I mean, I used to do that with most of my playthroughs, even if I wasn't using the sword, you know, just because it's useful for this early area, since it's a super high damage weapon. But nowadays, I just because I can't be bothered sitting there shooting 50 wooden arrows into his tail, I just get like a strong weapon, like, you know, a claymore or something, two-hand it, put, what is it, gold pine resin on for lightning and just, you know, get the dragon to land on the bridge, run up and chop off his tail. Plus, that also lets us run past him and open up the shortcut near the... I think it's the Sunlight Shrine. I think that's what it's called. Shrine of Sunlight? Maybe. I've forgotten the name, damn. And, I'm a bit OCD when it comes to this game and collecting all the treasures. I just like to do it, even if we're not going to use that item. Ooh, almost got him there. Overestimated the range on this weapon, just a bit. Up the ladder. Dum-dum. Oh, another thing from the previous Battlefield 4 video when I was there. Use your words, Ben. When I was explaining about the sort of differences between Intel's hyper-threading and AMD's kind of module core system, there was actually a guy on overclock.net who in his SIG description had, I just stumbled upon it, had the perfect way to describe it. And this is it. With Intel hyper-threading, basically you have like a toilet stall, you know, like you find in shopping centers and stuff where you all go to the toilet. And basically you have a large-ish toilet stall, and then with hyper-threading you have a fairly large toilet, but then two people trying to poop in it. Okay, so stay with me on this one. And then for AMD system, you have a slightly smaller toilet and a slightly smaller toilet stall, but you have two of those toilets and there's two people, one pooping in each of them. So yeah, basically what it kind of translates to is that Intel has stronger cores, but with hyper-threading you're kind of trying to cram two threads through that one core. So while it is effective, it's not like having two cores. It's not, you have like a logical core and an integer core. I think that's the sort of proper computing way to describe it. So while you get a bit of scaling, because I mean, you know, your toilet's larger, but there's two people trying to poop in it, so it's not quite good. And then I fail at parrying this guy. Yeah. I tried to kick his shield there, but I forget that with S-Stock you don't have that. Then I miss him. And just go for the backstab. But yeah, and then with the AMD system, you actually have two cores. Sort of your module is made up of two kind of, like I said before, sort of baby cores, you know, in quotation marks. They're not really baby cores, but people just say that for simplicity's sake. Yep, try to parry this guy, fail. Just give up. But yeah, but you have two of them, so you do get much better scaling than with hyper-threading. Much better scaling. But at the same time, your toilet is smaller, so it can't process quite as much information. So I hope that kind of made sense. I just thought it was a really awesome and funny way to describe it. And do not credit me with that description. It was a guy on overclock.net, can't remember his username, but yeah, I did not come up with that on my own. Now we can get a 2-for-1 here with the fireball. Very nice. And the backstab. Oh, we get Hollow Warrior armor. I think I actually use this a fair bit. I like the way it looks on our character. Yeah. Kind of like a cool, I don't know, sort of Amazon-ish sort of look. But we have Fat Roll with it on, so I think I'm just messing around with Equip Bird in here. Wooden Shield doesn't work. Yeah, I'll just go back to that for now. We don't quite have the endurance. Or Havel's Ring, which is probably one of the main rings we're going to be using. I don't think I'm going to go with the Ring of Faith and Protection. Just because, you know, there's the obvious thing how if you take it off it breaks. But we're kind of going for a glass cannon with this build. So I don't think I'm going to bother with it. We kind of want to be using our Pyromancy a lot. So probably what we're going to use is maybe Havel's Ring, if we find some sweet armor that we want to wear, or probably more likely the Wolf Ring for the poise. And then our second ring's going to be I reckon the Bellowing Dragon crest ring, because I'm pretty sure that increases the damage of your pyromancy, and then we'll wear Dusk's crown as well. So we get awesome damage. Oh, excuse me. And now we go in here and we use the residence key. And we can get our gold pine resin. Amazing item ahead. Indeed, it is amazing. I never really use it except to chop off that dragon's tail, but actually that's not true. Sometimes when I'm doing, when I'm struggling a bit, I'm doing like a particular themed build and the weapon I've got isn't that great, I use it just to help out with a boss. Usually with like Capra Demon, he can be a bit hard. Nice, got the birth. And we're just gonna fireball this guy. We don't want to mess with the Black Knight off to the right just yet. We know where... Well, I'm not quite skilled enough to take him on in a fair fight, but what we're going to do is we're going to get some more fire bombs, come back after Taurus Demon, replenish our fireballs, and then we'll just, cheese him. Climb up onto a roof and just rain hell and fury and damnation upon him until he dies. Just open the door there so later we can come and kill Havel. We're not going to mess with him yet. And we're going to go for this crystal lizard. I actually, I've been watching a lot of Demon Souls playthroughs, specifically Epic Name Bros. No surprise there. But I think I kind of prefer the way crystal lizards seem to work in that game. I definitely prefer the look of them. The ones in this game are like... They're weird. I mean, they have 6 legs. They've got like this massive gem on their back. I don't know, they don't really seem like lizards much to me. More like walking, twinkling titanite. But in Demon Souls, they're sort of actual lizards. And I think, while they don't drop as good sort of... Or there's not the chance that they'll drop really, really good sort of stones and shards all the time. Because I think it's much more randomized. I'm pretty sure in this game, actually, the crystal lizards have set drops, I think. I could be wrong, but it seems like that lizard always drops like 2 twinkling titanite and then some large titanite. I don't know, I don't pay much attention to it, what the crystal lizards drop. But, I don't know, I don't think they are randomized in this game. But then they only appear once, so, I guess it's kind of pointless to compare the two games. They're both awesome. I kind of, that's I suppose my one regret for not getting a PlayStation 3. I originally got... Oh, we almost get killed by Taurus Demon here. Sloppy, we got greedy with our fire bombs. And we just spam him out with fire bombs. But yeah, I got a 360 because I had a lot of friends who played Halo. And so, you kind of, when it comes to consoles, you kind of get what your friends get, so you can all play together. But yeah, that's the reason I got it for Halo. But then I wasn't able to play Demon Souls, so oh well. And then here I try to punch him to death, because I think I mistook that he had, I thought he had less HP than he did, and thought he was just on a sliver, but he actually still had a little bit. So I tried to punch him to death, but no, it did not work. So we just S-stock him. Very, very sloppy playing. But he's Taurus Demon, so he can't hurt us. We are the chosen undead. Going to get this item. I actually forgot this item was here until very recently. I mean, it's only a really small soul, but like I said, I like to collect every treasure. Except when it comes to the Great Hollow and getting all the crystal lizards and stuff there, that's... Oh, I just can never be bothered. Now, one of the most awesome people in the game, in my opinion, Solaire, just kind of looking at the sun, standing with him, getting our white sign soapstone. We're probably not going to do any co-op. I'll just kind of try not to mess around too much with that. Oh, we look up at the radiant sun. If only we could be so grossly incandescent. But yeah, we're probably not going to mess around too much with any PvP. At least not for a long time. Actually, I'll probably use my the other build I mentioned last video, my katana build that I'm designing for PvP. Probably use that if I want to show off some PvP. I've done barely any. I mean, I like getting invaded and stuff. I just think it adds a bit of spice to the game, but I've never done a specific sort of PvP build. Or I've only ever, I think, invaded 2 people's worlds, and both times I died. We're just gonna bottomless box everything. Asura's Straight Sword's actually really good if you're doing a bit of a faith build, or even if you're just a knight or something. I reckon it's always good to have just raise your faith by a couple of points, grab a heal and a talisman, and you have like 5 extra things that can increase your health. And then for this early part of the game, you may as well use Asura's Straight Sword. I guess I try not to use the Drake Sword because I did my first and second, I think, playthroughs almost exclusively with the Drake Sword, and I just got tired of it. So normally, if I'm doing a tank build, I'll just raise my faith a little bit and do the Burg with Asura's Straight Sword. And it's got a cool moveset. Nice and versatile. Basically anything with a stab I like. I don't know why. And so we can fast roll. I'm going to get rid of our shield. Just 2-hand S-stock. Dumb idea, because, you know, we can't really block anything, but it's the Burg, who cares? No, we can't. Still got fat roll. Can't have a shield. I think now I'm going to go chop off the dragon's tail. Am I? What am I doing? I think I'm just doing inventory management stuff. Oh no, that's right. We want a weapon with sort of a nice sweeping attack. So I'm just going to use this hand axe. Check out this guy. Got a very... I think he'd be a very low level. He doesn't have anything really amazing. Just, I think that's the Wanderer set. And what looks like a scimitar. Yeah, I think that'd be the starting weapon of the Wanderer. And that is how you farm this area on the very, very slim chance that anyone watching this is a new player to Dark Souls. This is pretty much the first farming area you get to. You basically just run up here, hide behind these pillars, get the dragon to breathe fire, you get 500 souls, go down to the bonfire, rinse and repeat. So see, we just chop off the dragon's tail, get the Drake Sword, nice and easy, Claymore, the Claymore I should say, and we can run into here, the Sunlight Shrine, or Shrine of Sunlight, I still can't remember what it's called. But you want to rest at that bonfire as quickly as possible because the dragon will breathe fire into this room. There we go. Off he flies. I think actually it's a she. I don't know. Something tells me that dragon is a she. We can open this shortcut here, and we'll just get this other item. Mess these guys up with our lightning hand axe. Ah, your shield is no defense against lightning. No. And I think I'm going to end it here actually. We'll do the second part of the Undead Burg in the next video. Oh, I equipped my things in the wrong slots. So yeah, that's, in my opinion, the best way to get the Drake Sword. Nice and quick. It's not actually too risky. It's pretty easy to pull off. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I suppose I will see you next time. Don't forget to like, leave a comment if you want to, and subscriptions would be awesome. See ya.